Berners Hall Fishery, a lake dearly close to my heart. We're talking about a fish, probably one of the most iconic fish in this particular water. Simply a fish called Patch. And trust me, this one you do not want to miss. This brings me back to 2020, September 14th. First time ever fishing Berners Hall with my good friend T, Mr. 40 himself. First trip up there, knowing it was packed full of 40s at the time. After 2 poor days, the drone went up in the air and instantly, bang, there they were. These fish were in front of us, 10 wraps out. The wind turned round and the fish moved into the swim, and there was this glowing little patch, and it's probably about the size of a dustbin lid. It was in between 2 wheat beds. That is where I needed the rig. I remember hitting this spot and he going, mate, that is a bite. And around 6:30 in the morning, the rod absolutely bolted off. Blown away, absolutely blown away with this one. Dark, you can see that iconic little patch on it. So there it was in front of me, 42 pound on the nose. What a moment, what a moment. And that was it. The dreaded lockdown come in.
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
Yeah. All fishing was a distant dream, I guess, and it sort of just put a hold on everything. I wasn't just fishing for fish anymore, I was looking for moments like that. Well, I think X amount of months went past and I managed to get another opportunity. And I couldn't quite believe it. I managed to nick another one, and not just another fish. Another 40.
What a fish. Look at that. Look at that for a lump. Stuff me. Look at the fish. Oh. Get it there, son. Thank you very much.
And another special one called the General at 41.8. So there it was, with some fresh 18 mil that I rolled that week. 2 fish, 2 40s. Thank you very much to Parker Baits, baby. He's off. Oh man,
that's worth the joy.
A few years later, 2022, myself and T's annual trip. Now we started off with a real hard week. I managed to nick a couple of fish, a couple of 30s thrown in the mix, but then aside, on that last morning, T come up to the bivvy and sort of said, right, we packing up, mate? I'm like, oh, give me another hour, mate. He gave me another hour and I'm like, my God, am I glad he did? Because one of the rods absolutely screamed off and I was hooked into something almost terrifying. This thing was stripping line like nothing. God, this really is giving me a bit of a scrap here. This fish come closer and closer and closer, and there it was. The famous Eric's Ghosty. Yes. This one for me was dearly special because it was one of them ones that pops up once, twice a year. If you're lucky, you see the pictures, you make the phone call, it was always T, ring up T, goes, you seen it, it's come out, this Ghosty. But now it was my time with this special creature. And what a time it was. Wow. Would you look at that? 41 pound 8. Absolute banger. And this one's called Eric's Ghosty. A T, me and T, I can't even get words out, me and T dearly wanted to get him up there for you. We dearly wanted. And what a banger it is, and it was well worth it. And Bosh, that there is the other side. What an absolute chunk. It's got like these little black flecks, orange bits up it. It's got 2 flanks of little half apple slice scales at the back of it. Oh mate, what a fish. What a fish. Thank you, mate. You have made my week. Well done, mate. Cheers, well mate. Done. Thank you, mate.
Mate, I can't tell you how many people don't want that fish.
So some of the hardcore Parker Baits supporters will know that I entered a BCAC, this was last year, 2023. It's hard going, to be fair, but I managed to nick a couple. So the first fish was 25 pound, 1 ounce, it was a common. And it was funny because this was shortly after the Magic Beans were released. That last morning, I think it was £34.12 or something like that. And another 30 from Berners. and that was the fish that put us in the lead. It's not all about catching the biggest fish or the most fish. I think it's the grind, the love, the passion you put into trying to catch these fish in a match scenario, which is completely different because you're on edge a little bit, if I'm honest with you, and you're sort of doing absolutely everything in your power to maximise your chances and get that extra fish on the bank to obviously pull yourself up on the board. Thank you very much, Mr. Mirror. Yes! It's not just about the fish, it's the lake, the environment you're in, being around new friends and meeting new people. In my eyes, that's what fishing is all about, and Bernard does it time and time again. So this year came and it was my next opportunity to fish Berners Hall. The BCAC come again this year. It was a singles match, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for it. I lost a fish, which was devastating, but eager to get back because I don't like a lake beating me, if I'm honest. Well, the trip started off with me nearly giving myself a heart attack, pushing up the hill. Jesus. I've just pushed all the gear up. That was a mission. I hope all this pays off, I really do. So I rocked up in the peg, put some mixers out, and it didn't take long. I think the main thing is when you're surface fishing is not to jump the gun. Get him confident, get him pack-manning, get him feeding confidently over that spot where you're feeding the mixers. Game on, baby. First cast. Couldn't quite believe my luck. Mid-30. I don't know the exact weights. I've got to weigh the sling off in a sec, but I'll do that in a minute. But I've got an absolute freaking banger. That is what Berners is all about. First cast. And got them going straight away. Parker Baits mixes, our new infused flat spot mixes, they are devastating. I just needed this chance last week, but I didn't get it, and unfortunately I got beaten up. But I've come back, and look at that for a change. Yes. Let me show you the other side. So bosh, there it is, there's the other side, arguably the better side. Got a little bit of carp care I'm going to put on this side. It's a little bit of fin damage, but yeah, what a mega fish. I'm shaking. But yeah, unfortunately that last one that Jimmy had, it was actually foul work, so we couldn't count that. But yeah, let's get this one treated, get it back, come on the carp, and come on the Parker Baits. Geared up. So bosh, there it is. All treated on the back there. And another banger from Berners Hall. Mega times. Yes. Jimmy, someone who watches the channel, never met before, and he was the other side, come round quite quickly after seeing me playing some fish. Whilst these fish were still going, I'm like, go on mate, have a little go. And he did, and it happened pretty damn quickly.
Don't count his fouls.
But not bad. You see that camera? Right, wow, you joined me with Jimmy, and yeah, what would you give that one, mate? What, the one you had?
15.
£15, yeah, I'll give it that as well. Fish are still going, 36.9 that fish was in the end. But yeah, the fish are still going, they're going pack-manning like nuts down there. You can probably see, I don't know if Steve can pull in now, but that is absolutely ridiculous, and there's another bite there, so I'm gonna go down now, have another go, and hopefully nick one very quickly. So that's the plan of action. I'll see you down there. And one thing I would mention is to this point I haven't used a spom. Now I think a lot of people come up and thump in the spom, turn it up, got my catapult and just put a little bit out to begin with. The 6 and the 11s, mix them together. I think the 6 keep them a little bit occupied, keep them there, mouthing up on the surface, and then the 11s they just come up and smash. And obviously the match of the hatch 15mm looks very similar to the 11mm, very similar, not exactly the same but very similar. I think that was the edge, not going in with the spom, catapult and getting them going, but now they're going and they're more than confident because they've been doing that the last hour and a bit now. They were pack-manning, they were eating, they were going crazy. I couldn't do anything wrong, and it wasn't long and I was into another one.
I got that on record. Lovely. Get on the Parker Baits floaters. Bosh.
You've been watching too much Joe. Yeah, it's locked up in the weed at the moment. See that constant tension on it. Barbless hooks, twitchy stuff, isn't it?
Started spomming, killed the spot. And then bosh, 5 minutes later they're here.
get it, recorded it going in the net and all, boys. Look at that. Go on, side swiper.
Ah.
Good guess?
Well, fish number 2 for me, didn't take too long. 27.8 this one. Nice to have a common. Solid as well. Absolutely solid. There it is. Yeah, 27.8. Bit of a different shape one, this one. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Patch, but obviously smaller. And I'll put that one up on the screen now so you can get a gauge of what Patch looks like. But hopefully that's focusing. And like I said, another one off the top. Quickly show you the other side and I'll get it back. So bosh, there it is, there's the other side. Absolutely buzzing. Up the Berners. Geared up. A bar of Berners Gold and another common. Thank you very much. I've never seen it flat calm like it is. It's like my nan's looking up on me right now, looking down and just giving me a little bit of a moment, a little bit of a time just to make something happen. But there's still another bite out there. I need to get a rod on that. That's another bite, isn't it? That's another bite, mate. Topping up the spot regularly, keeping them flat spot infused floaters going in, using the 6 and the 11 mils to confusion. Another one in the net buoy. Not too long after I picked that one from off over the back, sat down there, I was with my rod, pulled into it, lovely. It was massive, this one. Probably the smallest one so far. So, I'm going to get this one back and I can get him back. It's a nice one, but one's slightly bigger. Being greedy now, aren't I? It didn't really happen the next morning. The fish just weren't taking the mixes, so I thought, you know what, I'm going back to bed. Well, maybe not, because T's just called me and he's just said, mate, I've got a good one and I think I've got Patch. Which is £40. So obviously T's right down the other end. He is peg 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reel the rods in and obviously go round. So I'll touch base when I'm round there on the way round there, mate. I'm absolutely buzzing for him. Oh, go on, Mr. 40. He's done it again. Yes. Mr. 40, Mr. 40. Mate, fair play. So what's happened this morning?
So I had this one's 29, and then literally as I'm sorting this rod out, oh yeah, she's gonna go for it. As I was sorting the rod out, oh thank God I've got a 40 in the net.
Goes.
Go on, my boy.
Past the sling with the Mr. 40. Big moment, really. We're just about to get it up, and this is a special fish, if it is the fish we think it is, and it's a fish called Patch, which was my first ever UK 40 from Berners, good few years ago, and I had it at £42. And that is still my current PB. Although I've had a few 40s out of Berners. It's going to be lovely to see this one on the bank again, so in a second we'll have to confirm it. But yeah, what moment, what a moment, I can't believe it. I really can't believe it, so fingers crossed it is the one we're thinking it is. Go on, Mr. 40. That's a big fish, this Patch. 100%.
Oh my
I
God.
told you it's Patch.
There it was again, an old friend, almost a bit of a legend within the lake, if you like, the famous Patch. And now it's T's turn. Mate, that is a breeze block.
That is unbelievable. So it's definitely over 40 pound. We're yet to confirm the actual weight, but yeah, what a mega fish. I just can't put into
Blown
words.
away, mate. Absolutely blown away.
Come in quite easy, you said, didn't it? You said it was a big old
Yeah, I
pile
was
of
like,
weed.
it's either a massive lump of weed or it's an absolute lump on the end, and sure enough it was an absolute lump. So.
Right, let's show you the other side and then we'll get her back safely. Oh my god, mate. So there it is, the famous patch here at Berners Hall. And you, with this fish and Danzak, is it?
Yep.
Arguably the two best commons in the lake.
Proper chuffed to get this one. It's definitely on the list to get for me.
Yeah, mate, one of the A team and just an absolute battle all round. You just can't even begin to imagine. So fair play to you, mate, and well done and congratulations on Patch.
Cheers, boy.
So there it is, 40-pounder, fish called Patch, Berners Hall tea, and another 40 from it. What'd you have it on?
This one was on a magic bean in a solid bag with a bit of mini mix, mate.
The bag's doing the do again, brother.
Yeah, boy.
Get up there, mate. Fish number 3?
Yeah, fish number 3 for me.
Let's get her back. What a moment, mate.
What a moment, isn't it? You're not wrong, boy.
So there it was. 2 PBs for me and T, spread apart. An incredible fish, it truly is. A moment that I'll hold in my heart for the rest of my life. And I know that was one that T dearly wanted as well. And it was now my time to be as happy for T as he was for me when I had her. And as she slipped back, the legend of Berners Hall continues. And Patch's story lives on. Mine and T's chapter at Berners Hall complete, if you like, with that particular fish. And almost the start of something special, something to gee us on for next time we're up there. Truly, truly, truly a moment I'll never forget.